In this video, I'm breaking down 10 common mistakes that could be stopping you from making real progress in calisthenics. If you're making any of these, don't worry, I've made them all myself at some point in my own training journey. That's why this topic is so important to me. Once I simplified my training and tackled these issues, my strength and physique improved dramatically. Before we dive in, let's establish a quick foundation in fitness. Hypertrophy simply refers to an increase in muscle size and mass. In other words, building muscle is your body's natural way of adapting to consistent and progressive physical stress, so it can handle it more easily in the future. The key thing to remember is that your body doesn't care how it's challenged, whether you're lifting barbells or using your own body weight. It only responds to the quality and intensity of the stimulus. Mistake number 1. Chasing too many goals at once. This is hands down the most common mistake I see. You'd be surprised on how many people try to build muscle, lose fat, master muscle, and start running, all at the same time. Most of us only have limited time and energy to train, so spreading yourself too thin means you either progress very slowly or burn out completely. Instead, narrow your focus to no more than 3 goals. Make sure every set you do contributes directly to those goals, even if they complement each other. For example, training to hit 20 strict pull-ups while also working toward your first bar muscle up. Same movement pattern, shared benefits. One of the most frequent goal conflicts I see is trying to build muscle and lose fat simultaneously. While it can be done, it's not ideal. Muscle growth thrives in a calorie surplus, while fat loss needs a calorie deficit. Trying to do both at once is like stepping on the gas and brakes at the same time. Mistake number 2. Training like a bodybuilder. Calisthenics isn't about splitting your workouts into chest day, arm day, or isolating specific muscles. While that approach can work, it's not how calisthenics is most effective. The real strength of this training method comes from focusing on core compound movements and progressing with them over time. By doing this, you can build a strong, functional, and athletic body without needing any isolation exercises. Even if you're not able to perform the advanced moves, working on regressions will still help you build the necessary strength. The truth is, many people lose interest too quickly and struggle with delayed gratification, so they quit before they get strong enough to enjoy the more exciting parts of calisthenics. Mastering calisthenics skills takes time, but it's worth the effort once you build a solid foundation, and then you can start fine-tuning your physique with isolation work. You can experiment with bodyweight variations, resistance bands, or even added weights. But always prioritize the basics first, because the stronger your fundamentals are, the easier it will be to progress to advanced calisthenics skills. And that leads perfectly into the next common mistake people make when trying to build muscle with calisthenics. Mistake number 3. Skipping the basics. Everyone wants to dive straight into advanced calisthenics moves like handstand push-ups, planche, front levers, and muscle-ups. But skipping the foundation work only leads to frustration. I see a lot of people stuck on front lever progressions for way too long, or trying muscle-ups before they can even manage 10 to 15 clean pull-ups. The truth is, I never directly trained for skills like front lever or back lever, or even the one-arm pull-up. Instead, I focused on mastering the basics, like pull-ups, dips, and other core movements. That foundational strength naturally led to unlocking those harder skills as a byproduct. Trying to build advanced abilities without a solid base is like constructing a house on sand. If you're guilty of this, it's time to change your approach. Focus on mastering the fundamentals first, and you'll be surprised on how quickly the advanced skills follow. Mistake number 4. Prioritizing quantity over quality. Let's be real, everyone's seen someone doing kipping pull-ups just to get their chin over the bar, or push-ups that barely go down but involve more neck movement than actual range of motion. It's easy to think that chasing higher reps means progress, but that's not the case. While pushing through those last few reps at failure can be useful if done right, the main goal should be to perform each rep with perfect form. Yes, that's a tough standard to meet, but it's exactly what calisthenics is about. Focusing on quality reps not only helps you build muscle more effectively, but it also reduces your risk of injury and sets you up for long-term success. In fact, holding yourself to a higher standard in every movement can help you gain muscle faster and keep you moving strong for years to come. Mistake number 5, overcomplicating things. This one's a biggie. I see it all the time in comments and DMs. People get stuck overthinking like, how much of my body weight am I lifting in handstand push-up, or what's the perfect weekly volume for muscle growth. I get that optimization is trendy, especially with all the science-based advice online, but overthinking often leads to analysis paralysis. Building muscle doesn't require complicated spreadsheets or exact calculations. What really matters is consistently challenging your body, recovering well, and eating according to your goals. Keep it simple. Choose exercises you can do with full range of motion, control tempo, and proper muscle engagement. Then gradually progress from there. The real key to success is simplicity. Mistake number 6, neglecting recovery. Here's the reality. You don't actually grow during your workouts. You grow when your body has time to rest, recover, and refuel. Sure, pushing yourself is important, and I'm not dismissing that, but many people glorify the no days off mindset. This often leads to unsustainable daily challenges that end in burnout and diminishing returns. I see too many people constantly pushing their limits without any real plan for periodization, deloading, or long-term success. They just hope to keep improving endlessly, but the body has limits. Growth happens during rest, and so does motivation, which is key for bringing focus and quality to your training sessions. Your body might feel ready, but your mind could be exhausted. And without mental readiness, your body won't perform at its best. You should feel challenged, not completely drained or on the edge of burnout, both physically and mentally. Learning when to push hard and when to back off isn't laziness. It's essential for longevity. Mistake number 7, not tracking progress. This mistake isn't just about calisthenics. It happens in all types of training. For most of us, keeping a record of your progress makes things so much easier and helps you stay consistent, especially when motivation dips. Whenever it's an app, notes on your phone, a whiteboard, or a notebook, just make sure you write it down. Remember, progressive overload only works if you know where you started and can measure how far you've come. On the topic of progress, another common issue is having vague goals like feel healthier. These aren't specific enough to track or measure. Instead, use the SMART goal principle. Make your goals specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. For example, a good goal would be increase max strict pull-ups by 5 reps in 5 months. Having a clear target lets you focus your training on what truly matters, helping you prioritize what's necessary and ditch what's not. Mistake number 8, program switching. I see a lot of people constantly switching their workouts, new programs every session, in different movements and progressions every week. While variety can keep things interesting, it makes tracking progress difficult and slows down your body's ability to adapt. Muscle growth depends on consistency. Sure, it can gain muscle with random challenging workouts, but you'll get better results by sticking with one program and gradually progressing within it. Personally, I followed the same program for over a year, tweaking it as I got stronger. And this approach has helped me improve both my strength and physique. Don't chase new trends, chase mastery. Stick to your plan and give it time to work. Mistake number 9, adding weights too quickly. This is especially common among people coming from gym training, where heavier weights often mean better progress. But if you can't perform pull-ups and dips with full range of motion and control for at least 5 sets of 10, it's probably too soon to add extra weight. Adding weight too early can reinforce poor technique and worse, increase your risk of injury, jeopardizing your long-term progress. You might hit a plateau or waste time having to unlearn bad habits and start over. Focus on doing it right from the start. You don't need to add weight to advance in calisthenics skills. But if you do choose to add resistance, make sure your fundamentals are solid, even at advanced levels. Mistake number 10, neglecting legs and mobility. Sure, upper body skills look impressive, but skipping leg training and mobility work sets you up for muscle imbalances, poor posture, and injury down the line. Calisthenics is a full body approach. You can train your legs effectively using just your own body weight with techniques like tempo variations, single leg exercises, and plyometrics. You might not build huge tree trunk legs, but you'll develop an athletic, lean, and functional legs. Kind of like an anime, if you do it right. As for mobility, strength without flexibility is fragile. When you're constantly pushing your limits, poor mobility can put you at risk. Keep it simple, start with dynamic stretches like shoulder circles before and during workouts, and static stretching for after your session or before bed. I made this video not to hate on anyone or their methods, but to shed light on what I've learned as an athlete. I plan to release more content and resources to help you build with calisthenics, so stay tuned by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It generally helps this video get pushed to those who might need it. But if you already have, I encourage you to share this video with someone who you think needs it too. But that's it from me today. I hope you learned something useful from this video, and stick around for more tips. I'll see you in the next one.